It's a crazy world. It takes a lifetime, many roads with turns. One day I might find my peace of mind. It was torn apart, took a piece of my heart as it's fixed bit by bit, ups and downs, reminisce. Same shade of you was filling up my view. Discover a new color that I stumbled onto. Passion lies ahead like a rose-colored red. Passing by instead, reminisce in my head. They say if it's love, let it go and return. It'll come back with another lesson learned. Simply the symmetry, the simile is killing me. The metaphor I said before is ever more so real to me. Real issues, things we've been through, colored in blue, at least for now. At night in bed, thoughts through my head, from blue to red, smile, laughter, frowns. Real issues, things we've been through, colored in blue, at least for now. At night in bed, thoughts through my head, from blue to red, smile, laughter, frowns.
Our next original selection is by Jing Bian, and it's called Don't Lose Heart. These are students from the Music 108 class, and for some of them it's the first song that they ever composed. So I wanted to highlight them because I thought it was kind of an exceptional class.
When I was young, Grandma often told me stories about my ancestors. From her memory, I liked the way she told the stories. Her voice was soft, like gentle murmurs. When I grew up, I soon left my hometown and lived so far away. But a big bright moon of that night, I can always remember.
Our next selection is a medley of Yui, a Japanese pop song mixed with Bao Bao, a Thai pop song, sung by Mizuki Ebihara and Kate Mexico.
ใจถ้าลืมกันไปบางเวลาไม่เป็นใจก็ไม่ต้องเสียใจปล่อยมันไปก่อนนะคิดถึงฉันสักครั้งว่าไม่ได้คิดถึงใครทำตัวตามสบายแล้วเจอกันในความฝันมีเวลาดีๆก็บอกให้ฉันได้ฟังไม่มากเกินไปหรอกมันแต่เคยรักกันคิดถึงฉันสักครั้งว่าไม่ได้คิดถึงใครทำตัวตามสบายแล้วเจอกันในความฝันมีเวลาดีๆก็บอกให้ฉันได้ฟังขอเธอแค่เพียงเท่านั้นเคยรักกันเบาๆเคยรักกันเบา
Our next selection is Wedding Blessings, but I've shortened it to Blessings for this. I wrote it for a former student of mine, Hinting Tai, who got married on December the 24th. She was in this ensemble. Our next selection is called Nobody, which features everybody. Our three vocalists, Juno Mo, Grace Wu, and Kate Mexico.
I want nobody but you. I want
We're going to change the pace a little bit now and go to classical music with the 18th variation by Paganini by Rachmaninoff. And this features Jubin Garces on piano. Jubin was our first place scholarship, Hoshiko Music Scholarship winner recently, so he won $500. He just got accepted to the music program at UH Manoa, so here he is with the ensemble. We're featuring our vocalist next, Juno Mo, on Shosan Juosan, which is a Chinese pop selection.
解释都已经来不及。算了吧，我付出过什么没关系，我忽略自己，就因为遇见你。没办法，好可怕，那个我不像话，一直奋不顾身。是我太傻，说不上爱别说谎，就一点喜欢，说不上恨别纠缠，别装作感叹，就当作我太麻烦，不停让自己受伤。我告诉我自己，感情就是这样，怎么一不小心太疯狂。抱一抱，再好却不能长久，好不好？有亏欠我们都别追究。算了吧，我付出再多都不足够。我终于得救，我不想再献丑。没办法，不好吗？大家都不留下，一直勉强相处，总会累垮。说不上爱别说谎，就一点喜欢，说不上恨别纠缠，别装作感叹，就当作我太麻烦，不停让自己受伤。我告诉我自己，感情就是这样，怎么一不小心太疯狂。别后悔，就算错过，在以后你少不免想起我，还算不错。当我不在，你会不会难过？你够不够我这样洒脱？说不上爱别说谎，就一点喜欢，说不上恨别纠缠，别装作感叹，将一切都体谅，将一切都原谅。我尝试找答案，而答案很简单，简单的很遗憾。因为成长，我们逼不得已要习惯。因为成长，我们忽而间说散就散。
Our next selection is a jazz, sort of a jazz pop selection she likes to watch, featuring squeal keyboard solos from many of the ensemble members. So they sort of pass the solo around. And it starts with Blake, and then it goes to Matt, and then it goes to Mizuki, and then it goes to Kate, and then it goes to Cody over here who's playing ukulele, and then it goes to Juno. So it's kind of a fun thing. They're going to all gather at the keyboard so that they can do their keyboard thing. All right. Okay. So I want to introduce the ensemble members while they're walking to the next selection. Go the Distance is our last big selection. Then we're going to feature some solos and quiet it down a little bit just before the ceremony starts. But we have Lily Godoy on vocals and keyboard. We have Andy Rivera on vocals and keyboard. We have Matthew Lum up here on the stage on keyboard and vocals now, and he's been doing percussion for us. We also have Juno Mo, who's been singing and also did a lot of those squeal keyboard solos a minute ago. Then we have Matthew Pock, who's down here on violin. He did percussion and violin and keyboard solos a minute ago. We have Mizuki Ebihara, who sang and played keyboard and keyboard solos. Cody Chung, who's been doing ukulele keyboard solos. Juben Garces, who's been doing trumpet, trombone, and keyboard. Kate Mexico, who's been doing keyboard solos and keyboard and vocals. They're all kind of multi-talented, as you can see. And we have Susanna Reed. So Susanna, stand up. Susanna on keyboard, drums, and keyboard. And then we have Grace Wu back here, who sang with the Nobody Trio and also does keyboard. And I hope I haven't left anybody out. Blake Remotap, I think, on clarinet, somewhere floating around. And I'm Ann Craig Lum, their director. So if you're interested in playing keyboard and singing and playing other instruments at Kapi'olani, come see me. This is Music 206 class. So we're going to do our final large selection, which is Go the Distance, featuring the vocal quartet that's on stage now.
Which mic am I using?
Which mic are you using? Probably mine.
This one?
That would be good. Make that happen. Where do you want to be?
I guess here is fine.
Go the
a shooting star. I can go the distance. I have searched the world. Love faces homes. I don't care how far. I can go the distance till I find my heroes will come waiting in your arms. In your arms.
So Matthew Lum will now be performing on piano One Summer's Day by Joe Hisaishi.
Hey, como mai. Welcome, everyone. Please come in, find your seats. We'll be starting shortly. And now would be a wonderful time to please silence your electronic devices, cell phones, tablets, laptops, Game Boys, Xboxes, flat screen TVs. I do have it on good authority that there are no Pokemon to capture within the exhibition hall. And I've been told that offending devices will be confiscated and deposited in the Alawai Canal. You will be able, however, to retrieve them after the ceremony. We'll be right back.
Our final selection will be Cody Chung, one of our Hoshiko Scholarship winners, second place winner, who will be performing his original composition called Broken Glass. Could we get some sound for the ukulele player for his solo?
As we're about to start, if everyone can please take their seats.
Kapi'olani na kahonua ku I taikili na wewe aina ola pa kawila hu kapele lolo ku kawa ola kahonua pi o te Kapi'olani na kahonua ku I kahili na wewe aina ola pa kawila hu tapele lolo ku kawa ola kahonua pi o te mai tua nue mai talani e kia ho ai lona ho olana alohi lohi tua nue I ho tui pa mahana kala me kawano Nata oli oya homea ue no honei mai ki pa mai e no mako
o ha ke ana kupumai ke aie kani ka pahu maui kaneloa Hapai nai nai, ula hako kahaloa, ulo paa. Ne papa kuile I Kapi'olani e. O hake ana kupumai ke ali e. Rani ka pau o Maui, kaneloa, papa e na e. Kula hako kahaloa, kulo I ka ole au niu. Kau meha maunu makawalu e. Makanuku ka maluhia o ke kumupa. Ne papa kuile I Kapi'olani e.
You can go ahead and please be seated. Aloha mai kako. Welcome to Kapi'olani Community College's 2017-2018 commencement ceremony. My name is Dr. Dave Evans, professor and chair of the Hospitality and Tourism Education Department. So you might say I'll serve as your tour guide through tonight's journey. So please raise your tray tables to their full upright and lock positions in preparation for takeoff. During our prelude, you've been enjoying the wonderful musical orchestrations of our very own Kapi'olani Community College's synthesizer ensemble under the direction of Professor Ann Craig Lum. What a wonderful group of selections tonight. Please, a hand for the group. Even one of my favorites, She Likes to Wash by the Rippingtons. We'll keep that on the playlist. And may I be the first to wish all the moms in the room a very happy Mother's Day for this Sunday. How about a hand for all of our moms? We love you. We love you, moms. Mahalo a nui to Naba'a Napoleon, Dean of Arts and Sciences for the beautiful Ole, and to the candidates from the Associate of Arts in Hawaiian Studies degree and our native Hawaiian students who offered a moving representation of Oli Holo, a chant to set sail. Mahalo. I'd also like to acknowledge our sign language interpreters assisting us this evening. Dwayne Berg, Danny Gong, Michelle Morris, and Laura Safransky. Family, friends, loved ones, may I ask you to please rise for the processional of our candidates for certificates and degrees. That's right, pomp and circumstance. There was a lot of pomp and a lot of circumstance in that song. Please remain standing for just a moment, please. We'll let the last of the graduates sit down or arrive. And at this time, we'd like to feature the Star Spangled Banner, sung by Kapi'olani Community College music student Inan Juno Mo, and Hawai'i Pono'i, sung by Kapi'olani Community College music student Kanseri Kate Mexical. My ka'i, Juno, and Kate for those beautiful renditions. Mahalo, everyone. Please be seated. Before we start tonight's festivities, we do have a few housekeeping notes. Following the ceremony, you'll be able to greet your proud graduates right behind you, next door in Exhibit Hall 3. And at the end of the ceremony, during that recessional, we ask that you remain seated till the last graduate has made his or her way to the receiving area in the exhibition hall. Everyone will then be escorted to the receiving area behind you, and please keep the aisles clear to allow for the recessional to take place. Also, please keep an eye on those little ones, as this is a very big place and they can get easily lost. I myself have gotten lost 3 times already this afternoon. You'll be able to find the restrooms located on your left, my right, over there. And to ensure everyone's safety throughout the entire ceremony, and especially during the presentation of the diplomas, please remain seated, and we will have a professional photographer taking pictures. If you did not receive a program this evening, a PDF version will be available on our KCC website after the ceremony. Also, this event will be streamed live via the internet with a link available on our KCC website at kapi'olani.hawaii.edu. Joining us today are some special guests. Will the following individuals please stand and be recognized? The Honorable David Ige, Governor of our wonderful state of Hawaii. Senator Stanley Chang. Representative Bertrand Kobayashi. Representative Calvin Say. And from the University of Hawaii Board of Regents, Regent Dr. Ernie Ka'au Moana Wilson. From the University of Hawaii System, Mr. Calbert Young, University of Hawaii Vice President and Chief Financial Officer for Budget and Finance. From the Kapi'olani Community College Ambassador Board, Mr. Brian Miyamoto. And Mr. Donald Takaki. And our alumna speaker this evening, Kat Lobedan. Mahalo to all of you for joining us today and for your support of Kapi'olani Community College. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Chancellor of Kapi'olani Community College, Dr. Louise Pagato, to share some welcoming remarks. Dr. Pagato.
Hey, you do look.
Okay. I have my script right here. Good evening, Governor Ige, Senator Chang, Representative Kobayashi, Representative Say, Regent Wilson, Vice President Young, who joins us on behalf of UH President David Lassner, and Kapi'olani Ambassadors Brian Miyamoto and Donald Takaki. Kapi'olani Community College faculty and staff, family and friends here at the Convention Center, and those watching the live stream at home on their computers, and distinguished graduates. My name is Louise Pagato, and I serve as the Interim Chancellor of Kapi'olani Community College. On the count of 3, I would like all of you here this evening to say your name out loud. Are you ready? On the count of 3, say your name out loud. 1, 2, 3. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's my privilege to welcome you all to Kapi'olani Community College's 2018 commencement. I am so pleased that you are able to join us to celebrate our students' accomplishments on this special day. Commencement at one and the same time marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Commencement means that your journey to an associate degree or a certificate has ended, and along with it, some of the struggles you faced. Getting up super early to beat the traffic, staying up late to prepare for exams or to complete assignments, sacrificing family time to meet with classmates for project work. What lies ahead for you in your next chapter? But before you consider your next steps, graduates, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your learning, to reflect on your success at Kapi'olani Community College. What did you learn about yourself during your time at Kapi'olani? You learned much more than the academics. You learned how to solve problems by thinking critically. You learned how to collaborate with others to reach a shared goal. You learned how to ask questions that were of interest to you. You learned how to persist, how to keep at something until it clicked, until you got it right. In other words, no matter what the next step is in your future, you know you can be successful because you've proven it by being here today, a graduate. And that might well be the most important lesson of all. And now that you've achieved this measure of success, graduation, what's next? Perhaps it's a baccalaureate degree, or maybe a graduate degree. Maybe it's a job in the field you've majored in. Maybe it's a position in a totally new field. Whatever road you choose, you have the responsibility to act. You have a responsibility to take the opportunities that come. Don't just dream. Don't just think. Do. Do for your family. Do for your community. Take action to change the world. That is your responsibility. That is your generation's responsibility. Go out there and change the world for the good, because after all, today is your commencement, your beginning. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor. And I know you're all thinking, yes, the Chancellor and I do shop at the same academic robe store. 2 for 1, what can I say? This year, Kapi'olani Community College is honored to have a recipient of the Francis Davis Award. May I please ask Vice President Young to come to the stage to present our 2018 awardee.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of President Lasner and the executive management team of the University of Hawaii system, it's my honor to participate with you this evening for this commencement of Kapi'olani Community College graduates for 2018. The Francis Davis Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching recognizes dedication and demonstrated excellence as teachers of undergraduate students. It was established as a memorial of the late Francis Davis, who taught mathematics at Leeward Community College and UH Manoa for 19 years. This year's awardee is Bo Ewan of the Languages, Literature, and Linguistics Department. A prolific and published writer himself, Bo inspires good writing in his students. When not teaching, Bo makes time for surfing. He relocated to Hawaii for the waves, but stayed for the people. Please help me welcome and congratulate Bo Ewan.
Thank you, Vice President Young, and congratulations, Bo. Each year, we are honored to have a representative from the University of Hawaii Board of Regents to present the Regents Medal for Excellence in Teaching. May I ask Regent Wilson to come to the stage to present the 2018 award.
The Regents Medal for Excellence in Teaching is awarded by the Board of Regents to honor faculty members who exhibit an extraordinary level of subject mastery and scholarship, teaching effectiveness, creativity, and personal values that benefit students. The 2018 recipients of the Regents Medal for Excellence in Teaching will be honored and formally recognized during Kapi'olani's fall convocation in August of this year. However, it is my pleasure, on behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii, President Lasner, and Chancellor Luis Pagado, to announce that the recipient of the 2018 Excellence in Teaching Award is economics instructor Dr. Jacqueline Lindo. Jacqueline applies a holistic approach to teaching. Students have commented about the sustainability mindset they developed through her courses. Students learn how to integrate economic theory with indigenous knowledge, AINA and place-based learning, service learning, community engagement, and undergraduate research. Students applaud Jacqueline's easygoing style of teaching and her ability to motivate them to fulfill a purpose through self-discovery. Now please help me welcome Dr. Jacqueline Lindo.
And congratulations, Dr. Lindo. But wait, you're not done yet. You're not, no. Oh, I caught her, didn't I? She was about to make her get away. There is one more bit of business we need to do, and if I could again get Chancellor Pagado to join us on stage.
I'm here.
Jesus.
This is a surprise. Many of you may have heard of Dr. Yellen. You know, she served as the chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System from 2014 to 2018. She previously had served as the vice chair from 2010 to 2014. She also served as the president and chief executive officer of the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, the chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors under President Bill Clinton, and a business professor at the University of California, Berkeley. Dr. Yellen, while serving as the chair of the board of directors of the Federal Reserve System, was the most influential economist both in the United States and throughout the world. Right, Jackie? Dr. Yellen established global economic policy. Currently, Dr. Yellen is a distinguished fellow in residence at the Brookings Institutes. Dr. Yellen also happens to be Dr. Lindo's most admired economist. Knowing this, two of her students reached out to Dr. Yellen, telling them about their favorite economist, Dr. Lindo. Dr. Yellen responded with a picture inscribed for Dr. Lindo. It says, to Dr. Jacqueline Lindo, with admiration for your passion for teaching economics. With best wishes, Janet Yellen. For Dr. Lindo. Oh, now it's my turn. I have to do more work here. I have the honor of awarding the Chancellor's Teaching Award for lecturers. This award was created to recognize outstanding lecturers at Kapi'olani Community College who, through their dedication and commitment to student success, inspire their students to strive for the highest. This year's awardee is a person of adventure, curiosity, and purpose. You can read all about him in your program. Please help me welcome Jeff Neslin, a lecturer in the Math and Sciences Department.
Thank you, Dr. Bragato, and congratulations, Jeffrey. At this time, we'd like to present the Masaki and Momoe Kunimoto Memorial Award. May I ask Sarah Bremser, Department Chair of Arts and Humanities, to the stage to make this presentation.
The Masaki and Momoe Kunimoto Memorial Award for Outstanding Contributions to Vocational Education rewards outstanding achievement and significant contributions to vocational and technical education by a community college faculty member or student. The award was established by family members to honor the namesake's role in the development of the food industry in Hawaii. On odd years, this award recognizes an outstanding student, and on even years like this year, 2018, an outstanding faculty member is recognized. This year's awardee is skilled in both fine and digital art, fusing her many talents and experiences with her passion for teaching. She has played a crucial role in the success of the New Media Arts program at Kapi'olani Community College. Please help me welcome Professor Sharon Sussman to the stage.
Thank you, Professor Bremser, and congratulations to Sharon, excuse me. I would like to now introduce the Kapi'olani Community College Student Congress President, Ismail Salame, to say a few words. Ish?
All right, hello. All right, I'm gonna pull something real quick. I'm sorry, I have to do this. But graduates, take a look in front of you. Take a look at the audience. Inside this audience are a variety of people who helped us get here. And so I wanna take a quick second, if you can help me, graduates, a huge round of applause for those who helped us get to this moment. Thank you. And now I'll begin. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, staff, and admin of Kapi'olani Community College, friends and family, our honorable guests, those who randomly may have wandered into the wrong graduation, and of course you, the class of 2018. My name is Ismail Salame, or you can call me Ish. I have been blessed to have served as your Student Congress President this past year. Our mission and Our mission and vision was simple, rather. We served as the official governing organization for you, the Kapi'olani Community College student body. Thriving in a multicultural and student-centered community, it was our priority to increase student involvement and address your issues and concerns. Having advocated for the student voice at KCC, at the University of Hawaii system, at various community levels, we have had a challenging but successful year fighting to improve the livelihood of the constituents we represented. No issue was too big, and no issue was too small. We worked diligently to represent you and improve our beloved school. From addressing the cost of the U-Pass, advocating for a second mental health counselor, to replacing old furniture and microwaves. You know, there's a sense of unity whenever belonging to a community, and so I would like to take this moment to thank my Vice President, Ryan Rafid, wherever you are in that blue crowd, to my treasurer, Kezojet Pakanuwayan, a last name I could never say, but thank you as well. And of course, my faculty advisor, Shannon Sakawe, for your endless support wherever you went as well. I would also like to extend a warm thank you to everyone else who has contributed to the success of our organization, that being Student Congress. Now for you, the class of 2018. I would like to speak about right now is this moment and what it truly means. You know, I was looking around, watching previous speeches, and I was trying to think, what advice can I offer you? But there's so much you already know. So allow me to focus on this moment. Having been a student at Kapi'olani Community College, you have faced a variety of unique adversities. Not only was it your commitment to your college education that has brought you to this moment, but also your ambition for a meaningful and purpose-driven life. Today's commencement ceremony validates all of the effort and hard work you have poured into transitioning your dream into a reality. As a college graduate, reflect on today as a testimony of your capability to accomplish goals you have set for yourself. For some, this is the beginning. For others, this is your destination. But for all you students, this is an achievement that you are celebrating together. The graduates today have been equipped by the faculty and staff of Kapi'olani Community College to be strong contributors to their communities. Remember the life lessons you have learned along the way. Remember the friendships you have made. But most of all, remember who you are and who you aspire to be. With passion, dedication, and a little bit of faith, only then shall you discover your purpose. As you walk up onto this stage this evening and receive your degree, be sure to look up. Take a look at what I'm seeing, and I would like you to embed this moment into your heart, for this is a moment to testify your hard work and what you are capable of accomplishing. You are not simply graduating from some old community college, you are graduating from the Kapi'olani Community College. So once again, to the class of 2018, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for allowing me to serve as your president, but more importantly, I congratulate you on your accomplishments. I look forward to the milestones you have coming forth. You made it. Thank you.
As always, very well said, Ish, and thank you for your leadership and your energy. The valedictorian speaker is traditionally chosen from among the graduates who complete their degree with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Yes, the straight A students. This year, our class valedictorian speaker is Tina O. Please join me. Please join me in welcoming Tina to the podium to deliver her address. Aloha, Tina.
Aloha kako, fellow graduates, faculty, distinguished guests, family, and friends. Samuel Johnson once said, "Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance." Congratulations, fellow graduates. We have persevered, and we stand here to celebrate our accomplishments and hope for a future. Kapi'olani Community College graduating class of 2018, we did it. We are graduating today. There were dark times in my life when I never imagined myself standing here before you as your 2018 Commencement Valedictorian speaker. In 2007, I was suicidal and saw no way out to correct my life and be a productive member of society. It wasn't until I gave birth to my daughter, Kalia, that I realized that the life I was leading was no longer an option for me. At that point, I was on the verge of losing my parental rights. For me, that was the lowest point in my entire life. In the midst of chaos, I had a moment of clarity and realized I needed to give my daughter a fair chance at life, a life I never had. It was at that point 10 years ago that I got the help I needed, and that was when my journey had started. In 2011, I enrolled here at Kapi'olani Community College with only a 9th grade education and a GED. I chose this school because of its personal settings where someone like me could thrive. I am here to tell you, you can overcome any obstacle that may come your way. There were many times when people told me I would never become someone important in this world. I had all the odds stacked up against me due to some of the challenges that I faced, which were incarceration, homelessness, alcoholism, depression. But through hard work, determination, and perseverance, I have overcome these challenges, and today, I am a strong, independent, single mother, a contributing member of my family, a worker amongst workers, and a friend among friends. In life, you will face challenges, but never give up. Rise above your circumstances and prove to the world that you are important because you are important, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I am currently a junior at the University of Hawaii, Manoa, pursuing my Bachelor of Science degree in Human Development Family Studies to work and provide services in the marginalized areas of our community. I work for the Child Project, and my passion is to help homeless and addicted people in our community and to provide harm reduction services. My years at Kapi'olani Community College have taught me time management, accountability, responsibility, and to always move forward to do my best. I have taken these qualities on to my next journey at the University of Hawaii, Manoa, and to my workplace as a reliable employee. After you leave here tonight, there will be challenges. When you are struggling or when you feel you're at the lowest point in your life, know that tomorrow's a new day to make new choices and become the best that you can be. When you are in the valleys of life, know that you are never alone. There are many people who support you and who are cheering for you to succeed. I am successful today because of the support from many people. The TRIO department, Terry Mitchell for guiding me with my educational goals, Dr. Brandon Chun for listening to my concerns and being a support system for me. English instructor, Catherine Primavera, for inspiring me to be the best student I could be. And Dr. Erin Tahiri, for all the therapy work she has done with me so I could excel in life and in school. Without them, I would not have succeeded here at Kapi'olani Community College. Helen Heights, thank you for your inspiration. Your life has impacted me more than you will ever know. To my mom, this is for you. I love you. 엄마, 사랑해요. To Justin and Kalia, you are my greatest inspirations. Know that you can be anything you want to be. I stand before you, a person who has overcome tremendous obstacles and will continue to succeed as you all will. Again, I congratulate all the graduates here tonight. Continue to persevere in your journeys. Kulia ika nu'u. Strive to reach the highest. Mahalo nui loa.
Tina, thank you so much for the courage to share that story. And what a great testimony it is to perseverance and to education. Mahalo. This evening, we are pleased to welcome a KCC alumna to deliver the commencement message to the graduates. Catherine, Kat, Lobendan is of Tongan and Samoan ancestry, a former KCC service learning student leader who is now pursuing a master's degree in applied archaeology at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. She has sailed on the Hokulea on its Malama Honua voyage and has taught Pololo Elementary School students about the voyage via the internet from the canoe's deck. Please join me in welcoming her to our journey today. Kat?
Aloha mai kākou. Ladies and gentlemen, I would first like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Ke Akua and the Kupuna and the native people of this land, the Kanaka Oiwi, past and present, seen and unseen. I would also like to acknowledge the Honorable Governor David Ige, Chancellor Pagoda, and all our distinguished guests, faculty, proud parents, and supporters of our graduates here today. To our graduates on both sides, I want to congratulate each and every one of you graduating today. This is an important event in your life, and we are all here today to salute you. Give yourselves a hand. I stand before you today as a proud alumna of Kapi'olani Community College, the only college in Hawaii named after a queen and not a locality like our sister colleges throughout the state. My journey here began in the fall of 2011 as I pursued my associate's degree at the ripe age of 46. I am now 53 years old. I completed my AA in the spring of 2014, and in the fall of 2014, I transferred to the University of Hawaii at Manoa and completed a BA in Anthropology cum laude and a BA in Ethnic Studies cum laude in the spring of 2017. As previously mentioned, I am currently in my first year of the Applied Archaeology Master's Program at UH and will graduate with that degree as well as a graduate certificate in Historic Preservation in the spring of 2019. I also intend to pursue a PhD, of which I am still trying to decide between the Department of Urban and Regional Development or law. I have been on the Dean's list ever since 2011, except for one, and I'm also a member of 3 academic honor societies. I share all of this with you not to boast or to brag or to laud myself above anyone, but I share that with all humility, remembering that it is first and foremost the grace of God which has allowed me to pursue these goals and to succeed in them. I often remind myself that I'm not defined by how many degrees I can achieve, but by the integrity of my actions. Because what is the use of having many degrees if there is no purpose in your belly to put that knowledge and that energy into good use in the service of others? My years at KCC have grounded and prepared me for where I am today in my academic journey, as well as my career path and goals. I have been most fortunate to have had the advisors, instructors, and professors that I've had at KCC, who have guided and mentored me during those years. Their advice and encouragement have been invaluable and have inspired me to soar beyond my wildest dreams. In my very first semester at KCC in the fall of 2011, I was in Ann Inoshita's English 100 class. And I vividly remember that one of our assignments was to write about someone who had inspired us. This assignment jogged my memory to remember a friend and a mentor whose work had a profound impact on my life and who gave me the courage to pursue an unprecedented life worth living. When Ms. Inoshita returned my assignment to me, she said, "You should submit that story to the Leahi Journal. It's a very moving story." Graduates, I have to tell you, just her taking that moment to tell me that meant the world to me. Because you see, graduates, at that age, I was trying to overcome the shame, quote unquote, of starting my education so late in life. Her words to me were gold and a lifeline that inspired and allowed me to cast a vision for myself that was unprecedented. I had great instructors at KCC, and it was such a great privilege to take classes from retired botany professor Nelda Quincell, who had helped the naming of all the buildings at KCC, which are named after Hawaii's flora. Her ethnobotany class scaffolded my love and plants of learning of their medicinal properties, as I mostly pursue holistic remedies these days. Graduates, time restrains me from mentioning the other teachers at KCC. Each of them played a key and vital role in molding my academic interests and aspirations. They gave me the tools I needed to succeed and were there when I needed them. I cannot thank them enough. I want to leave you with this one thought. Malama your kuleana. Take care of your responsibilities. We all have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, and our communities to be the best model citizens we can be. In these perilous and uncertain times, it is incumbent on us to lead the way forward towards a society that cares, a society that cares about each other, a society that cares about our environment, to do our part to malama this beautiful place called Hawaii that we are so privileged to call home, because it affects us all. Malama your kuleana. I cannot emphasize that enough. I'm here to tell you today, graduates, that as tough as the journey may have seemed at times, sticking it out has been worth the struggle, because I have gleaned many valuable lessons, both academically and personally. You can't put a price on this. If you think that tuition is expensive, ignorance is a lot more expensive. I wish again to congratulate you all for this milestone in your journey. Well done, graduates. Keep fighting the good fight, and do not allow anyone to tell you that you cannot achieve anything lawful that you set your mind and heart to. You know, they say that the sky is the limit, but I'm here to tell you today, break through that sky, break through that barrier. You can soar higher. It's not easy, but it is absolutely doable and worth it. Carpe diem, seize the day because it belongs to you. Mahalo for your time.
Thank you, Kat. Mahalo. This year, Kapi'olani Community College would like to recognize the special accomplishments of one of its high school and college dual credit enrolled students who will be, wait for it, okay, that's enough. Our first dual credit student to complete both his high school and college degrees at the same time. Yeah, ooh. Now, I don't have any clue how this happens, but I'm thinking that this guy, Stephen Hawking, and his space-time warp thing got it right. That I'm thinking that a student from the future came back to meet himself in the present. And I'm thinking, because I don't know how a human being can do this. Well, anyway, fortunately, there's someone here that can help us with this phenomena. May I please ask Governor David Ige to the stage to help explain this to us.
Aloha. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this very special occasion with all of the graduates, the parents, families, faculty and staff here at Kapi'olani. To all the graduates here today, congratulations on your academic achievements. I believe everyone, your parents and family, are so proud of everything that you've done. I join your family, instructors, and the community in acknowledging your hard work, tenacity in earning your degrees. I wish each and every one of you great success. Your education has unlocked your potential and has put you on a pathway to a promising future. You know, it has been such an inspiring afternoon to hear the stories of Tina and Kat, who spoke before. And I would like to talk about another very, very special student, Maximilian Suarez Milstein. You know, as Dave had said, he will be the very first graduate of Kapi'olani Community College to earn his Associate of Arts degree and graduate from high school at the same time. It truly is a remarkable story, and one that I hope that many all across the state will have an opportunity to do. You know, I'm committed to ensuring that every public high school will offer the opportunity for their students to take college courses during the same time that they are high school students. I believe it's so important that we allow our students to achieve and pursue the highest level of learning that they choose to pursue. The slogan for today's festivities is Kulia Ikanu'u, strive for the highest. And I certainly would encourage everyone to pursue opportunities such as the dual credit program here at Kapi'olani Community College so that they can be challenged to do their very best. And with that, I would like to introduce Maximilian Suarez Milstein, who currently is a student here or a graduate at Kapi'olani Community College and a high school student at Kaimuki High School. In his 17 short years, Max has been on an incredible journey to becoming a strong advocate for LGBTQ rights and the disability community. Max, your success in attaining your college degree proves that dual credit programs really work and will provide future high school students with college degree opportunities. I think most importantly, this special recognition certificate really is going to a pioneer. Max, you're the very first of what I hope will become a common occurrence here at Kapi'olani, and most importantly, a common occurrence at campuses all across our state in our public high schools. And with that, Max, if
Hello, my name is Maximilian Suarez Milstein. I'm graduating today. I want to thank and honor the deaf community by signing my speech today. Growing up, and especially in the last 2 years, the deaf community has been extremely supportive of me. 2 years ago, I didn't think I'd be standing here. 2 years ago, I wanted to graduate from KCC, but I didn't know it was possible, especially while still being a high school student. I am KCC's first dual credit graduate. That means I'm still a high school student, and I'm taking KCC classes for high school and college credit. For me, that means I'm graduating KCC and Kaimuki High School at the same time. I decided I wanted to go to college when I was 15. I was in 10th grade, and I didn't want to go to high school anymore. My teacher strongly advised that I didn't go to college and told me I wasn't ready. But I felt it was, and I thought I was smart enough. Most importantly, my mom thought I was capable. She saw how I struggled the past few years and wanted to do what was best for me. When I was 13, I came out as a transgender to my mom. She told me she accepted me, but was still struggling with what to do and how to approach the new situation. Growing up, I was homeschooled. Then I attended an all-girls school. You can see that was a problem. Then, for 10th grade, I attended Assets High School. That's when I transferred and changed my name, my appearance and clothes, and I was able to live as Max. That year was really good for me. I made friends. I took 2 math classes. School was fun and easy. I fit in. I was included. I felt safe. Near the end of the year, high school became boring. Yeah, I finally had friends, but I wanted a challenge. I wanted to go to college. Psst, why not? My mom found the Kaimuki High School dual credit program, and I had a meeting with their vice principal, Mr. Ken Akawili. We discussed how I only wanted to go to KCC and didn't want to attend any high school classes. He understood, and we worked out that while I was still a Kaimuki student, I wouldn't need to take classes there if I didn't want to. The summer before I started KCC, I was doubting myself because I was leaving all my friends behind. But I got a job at the Library for the Blind and Physically Handicapped and started hormone replacement therapy. My life was starting to progress. I felt like I transitioned into who I was comfortable being. I finally was in control. My first semester, I was ecstatic. College was easy, I could work, money, and I still texted with my old friends. Since then, I've never had any regrets. If I wasn't allowed to do what I did, I don't know what I would have done. KCC empowered me to live my life, and I was able to learn and grow into someone who's ready to go to UH Manoa with a goal. I wanted to share my story with you because I have a very unconventional life. All of my experiences have contributed to my success. From being homeschooled, I learned individuality. From being transgender, I learned how to have an identity. I have pride in who I am. I learned that if you live your truth, it's possible to be happy with who you are. From being involved with the deaf and disability communities, I learned how disabling society can be. What you do despite societal expectations is how you can define yourself. I learned I don't need to match what society wants from me. From having a disability, I learned that my brain can bring a unique perspective nobody else can, and that deserves to be celebrated. I'm different in many ways, but I learned It's a good thing. My dad showed me how to be empowered by a disability and use it as an asset. My mom has come a long way from when I first came out to now. I have watched her go from hesitatingly accepting me to celebrating my identity. And because of that, I realize how many people truly support me. For parents, I challenge you to celebrate your children. It doesn't matter if they're transgender, gay, deaf, or neurodivergent. That's what makes them unique, and that deserves to be honored. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank some people. First, I need to thank Ken Akawili. He's the vice principal at Kaimuki High School. He listened to me and was willing to accommodate my needs. Secondly, I must thank the dual credit program for allowing me this opportunity to attend KCC. Seriously, without this program, I would not be standing here at all. I would also like to thank Drake Zintgraf, my KCC academic counselor, for supporting me throughout these 2 years. He was confident in his belief that I would succeed, even when I told him I wanted to take all 7 of my final classes this semester. My teachers also deserve recognition. Emily Jo, my ASL teacher, and Donna, my deaf studies and deaf education teacher. They both inspired me to be involved in the deaf community. Plus, a special thank you to Amy. She helped me translate this speech into ASL. My last thank you is to my mom. She really has always been there for me. She has allowed me to do what I wanted and needed to do with my life. I know she would do anything for me. Without her making me coffee in the morning or bringing me lunch or letting me take the good car to school, I would die. So thank you, Mom. I love you. Starting in the fall, I will be transferring to UH Manoa. I was just awarded the Presidential Scholarship. That means I will have a full scholarship for the next 2 years. My plan is to take psychology and sociology classes and center my degree around disability identity. I hope to be accepted into the UH Honors Program. With that program, I want to extensively study various disabled minority groups. When I was awarded the UH scholarship, I was invited to an awards dinner. There, they gave me a poster with a quote from my application essay. So to close, I would like to share that with you all. When we celebrate diversity, we acknowledge each other's differences and respect who we are as individuals.
Thank you very much, Governor Ige, and Max, you are truly amazing. What a wonderful role model and what a great message about diversity. At this time, I would like to call now on our Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, Susan Kazama, to recognize our outstanding scholars. Susan?
Before we present the graduating class of 2018, I'd like to recognize a few of our outstanding scholars. As you may have noticed, many of our graduates have additional adornments to their gowns. White stoles are worn by the co-valedictorians who are graduating with an associate degree, having earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0. Gold cords are worn by students who are graduating with an associate degrees with honors, having earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5. Gold stole with gold tassel are worn by Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society members. They have maintained a cumulative GPA of at least 3.0. Red, white, and blue cords are worn by Kapi'olani military veterans. And silver and white cords are worn by the chartered student organization student leaders comprising of Student Congress, the Board of Student Activities, and the Board of Student Publications. Will all of our outstanding scholars please rise now to be recognized? Thank you, scholars. And while we are acknowledging our stellar students, please, I'd like to ask the Kapi'olani faculty to stand and be recognized. Kapi'olani faculty. Graduates, feel free to applaud them, for they have been your partners in this learning enterprise. Mahalo, faculty. And now the moment we have been waiting for, to present the class of 2017 and 18. We will first honor the students who have earned special academic distinctions. They will be followed by the graduates introduced by respective programs. Our readers are Lisa Bright, Faculty of Communications, Grant Itomitsu, Assistant Professor of Culinary Arts, Navaa Napoleon, our Dean of Arts and Sciences, and Veronica Ogata, a Professor of Education and Coordinator of Student Success. We ask that you please hold your applause until all graduates have been called. Please remain in your seats during this process. Thank you. Will the valedictorian graduates please rise and move forward to receive your diplomas? These students have all maintained a cumulative 4.0 GPA throughout their academic career at Kapi'olani Community College. Will the graduates for the Associate in Arts, Hawaiian Studies please rise and move forward?
And they're going to hand me the card when? I go first. Shannon, who's first?
For Associates in Liberal Arts Family Resources, Tina S.O. Apanisa Sao Leka.
Associate in Science Culinary Arts, Justin Udon. Mari Kumakura.
Associate in Science Culinary Arts, Madeline Finger.
Associate in Liberal Arts, Taeko Shinjo. Jennifer Milliken.
Rena Miyoshi.
Hanai Otani.
Rui Murata.
Yi Kwan Lam.
Wincy Xiang.
Associate in Science Hospitality and Tourism, Clifford Inez Yakapin.
Associates in Liberal Arts, Brandy Pennington.
Associate in Science Nursing, Claire Weston Arsenis.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associates in Arts Hawaiian Studies. Pakela Akaka.
Partner Sky Kale Akiona.
Kolopua Gonzalez.
Kaimana Alexander.
Alexandra Makamae Kaupu.
Kiara Sumida.
Shayna Anuhea Okalani Kaniali'i.
Brittany Onaga.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts. Charles Henry Hemingway, Jr.
Lily Marie Godoy.
Kana Matsui.
Sena Suzuki.
Justina Moore.
Malu Miyakawa.
Mina Huang.
Elena Paishan.
Susan Lee.
Ryan Rafid.
Stephen Manuel.
Kizuna Tara.
Minami Hojo.
Saho Koshikawa.
Miku Endo.
Takamasa Aso.
Jin Fuji.
Yuno Kawahara.
Katsu Uezono.
Brianna Faith Kabakungan.
Jessica Nicole Galiciano.
Brittany Kiyomi Clark.
Hazel Galangam.
Alexandra Woma.
Jameson M. Kanemoto.
Guglielmo Nava.
Kimberly Mendez.
Janelle Dillon.
Brittany Alyssa Torres.
Janelle K. De Lima.
Lalaine Murphy.
Hirona Ao.
Nozomi Tani.
Alyssa Wejo.
Elizabeth M. Huff.
Francis M. Bernardo.
Cheryl Romero.
Lizzie Orlando.
Kale Rice. Aika Kojima.
Miku Atsuya.
I got this. Janelle Nohelani Corpuz.
Chanel Borges.
Sean D. Wilbur.
Daniel Stanfield.
Sandy Sabatino.
Crystal G. Lockhart.
Asia Washington.
Nicole Doris de Jesus.
Lizzie Carr.
Kana Nishimura.
Gaku Ishihara.
Junpei Miyase.
Ryo Horiuchi.
Leo Soda.
Maria Ichikawa.
Hazuki Kono.
Nao Fujita.
Diana Gomez.
Mayan Turingan. Jordan Ray Rowley.
Larissa Duncan.
Haruna Yoshino.
Rachel Logan.
Manayo Yasuda.
Ayumi Gibo.
Natsuki Sugimoto.
Keito Mine.
Mayu Yamamoto.
Wako Shibutani.
Ruka Yamamoto.
Yuji Takashima.
Natsumi Hisa.
Hana Kimura.
Jiyoung Ra.
Cho Wan Lee.
Young Rang Kim. Sydney Berger.
Kapili Aloha Kidder.
Lucille Marie Miller.
Crystal Mokuahi.
Al Joseph Lunget.
Selena Lam.
Kyle Rubin.
Shara Jane Malaki.
Shemita Buyat.
Gwendolyn O. Carbadia.
Maximilian Sarvis Milstein.
Brazil Travis Keiki Keli'i.
Rosemary Connolly.
Savannah Dennison.
Yes, Savannah. Abigail Doman.
Chloe Kelukoliko Ching.
Gary Balam Gan.
Erin Ray.
Tadashi Takemoto.
Tyler James Shigeki Iha. Mark Salvador.
Stephen Minta.
Sue Munoz Benetti.
Helena Kama.
Stephanie Francis Sachiko Balala.
Jason Sabas.
Risa Otomo.
Rico Minami Moro.
An Chi Huang.
Melinda Paulino Frangiosa.
Brandy Ruiz.
Kennedy D. Ursulum.
Bradley Hannes.
Rambo Sirao.
Amako Keslin Kinire.
Genevieve Teruo.
Tiffany Michelle Washington.
Brooke Bloomkey. Anoji Teva Raja.
Megan Mauricio.
Alexis Rea Onogi.
Jasmine Marie Domingo Castro.
Alyssa Hironaka.
Craig S. Matsuda.
Oh, Jessica Myungjin So. Yeah.
Jessica Myungjin Sa.
Rochelle Calais Lima Valero.
Adrian Leo Tayofu.
Takehiro Kuroki.
Nixon King Cole.
Yuma Yamamoto.
Mia Melamed.
Alex Awo.
Adrian Wang.
Katie Gibson. Kyle Alkai. Daphne Marie Tapia.
Maria Zeldine Angelica.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associates in Science, New Media Arts. Allison Villanueva.
Stefan Bradley.
Shannon Gu.
Fumiko Kojiro.
Gina Peng.
Brady Momoki.
Kimberly Noguchi.
Veronica Tomacheva.
The following candidates are being recognized for the completion of an Associate in Science Accounting. Kezo Jet Pakanuan.
Jamna Usman.
Peter W. Sai.
Catherine Lei.
Meiji Ho.
Jideo John Q. Garcia.
Lizo Quadang.
Bianca Jean Cubuen.
The following candidate is being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence Tax Preparer. Nati Gita.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Information Technology. Emmanuel Sarahan.
Jamie Kimiko Lau.
Eddie Nagahama.
Michael Evan Francisco.
Blake Ann Kapi'olani Calderon.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associates in Science Marketing. Ritz Reyes.
Sierra Gray.
Tabitha Kaniho.
Gina M. Ribuka.
Chastity Besa Chun.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Achievement, Retail Management. Masashi Iwaki.
Vidi Hirayama.
Franchet Jire Ilovino.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associates in Science Paralegal. Yesenia Rodriguez.
Angelina Caldwell. The following candidate is being recognized for the completion of an advanced professional certificate in culinary management. The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science in Culinary Arts. Gunnar Wundi.
Viranan Laoen.
Brent Kabab.
Aaron Wong.
Nicole M. Kana.
Lilo de Lima.
Farandi Mudianto.
Vika Mizuno.
Haruka Tanaka.
Vanessa Young.
Ursa Lee Milan.
Vina Marie A. Pajimola.
Luis Miguel Lising.
Hannah Strick.
Yahaira Valdez.
Kimberly Coloma.
Joanna Pigal.
Primo A. Mateo.
Jessica Baleares. Deshaun Robinson.
Tatiana Pascual Shuk.
Amanda Tabadero.
Kanani Samuto.
Ciara Labasan. Eunice Yamada.
Anissa Kenneth. Latanya Emito.
Junko Inuma.
Ashley V.C. Barreto.
Connor Underwood.
Na Young Kim. What?
Yong Chai Raksapo.
Juanita V. Caldwell.
Cole Nell.
Alexander Josie.
Haruka Seki.
Crandall P. Flores.
Nohea Marie Norma Banner Martin.
Michelle L. Kuhn.
Charles Gilbert Dennis.
Ivan. Yvonne Lightning Reyes.
Eric Nishimura.
Logan John Morikawa.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science, Hospitality, and Tourism. Sharvi Ann Duque.
Andrew Wynn.
Mami Shigemitsu.
Benny Lin.
Kevin Lloyd Kakpo.
Jonathan Jonas Jr. Gabrilo.
Nicole Joyce Vacular.
Joy Camille Ravina.
Tyler P. Castro.
Suzuna Biyako.
Yuna Hagihara.
Anthony Martin.
Hui Ping Chen.
Becca Mendez.
Risa Ida.
Rihanna Mamuad.
Jeremy Ryan Tolentino Tangpalan.
Maki Adachi.
Aya Sato.
Miki Sugisawa.
Kayla Miyashiro.
Kyoka Sejimo.
Michelle L. Chinna.
Carmen Rosa.
Jennifer L. Hardy.
Esther Crouch.
Darcy Joy Fukuoka.
Kaylee Morgan.
Deborah Sawit.
Janelle Haskins.
Ruby Joy Rolden.
Clara Death Nostares.
Takane Yoshioka.
Ding Ding Ho.
Sei Furukubo.
Miki Kanai.
Yeji Yo.
Jazz Rick Dela Cruz.
Ayana Sakai.
Tatsuki Sudo. Mayu Kumagai.
The following candidates are being recognized for the completion of a Certificate of Competence in Hospitality and Tourism. Jessica Jane Ignacio Lacanale.
Ami Muramatsu.
Mahiro Maihama.
Yukimi Taruishi.
Hikaru Matsui.
Yuika Igarashi.
Mayu Sugimoto.
Trent Kalei Opu'u Fumio Sakuma.
Natsumi Hata.
Yuko Hagiwara.
Hina Miyamoto.
Yukino Ishibashi.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Mobile Intensive Care Technician. Joanna Tumbaga.
Luana Kasahara.
Jenny Park.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence in Emergency Medical Technician. Kalin Hosaka.
Mitchell Keone Vincent Fisher.
Malio White.
Joel Morrison.
Joseph I. Puente.
Royce Torres.
Ikaika Kaulana Molena.
Nicole Hosino.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Achievement Dental Assisting. Flory Rose Ternillo.
Danielle Lin.
Kaulu Venai Kekai Aliasen.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of Associate in Science, Medical Laboratory Technician. Gabriel Cyril.
Shirame Matiano Piso.
Christy Amoy.
Marissa B. Fruen.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of Associate in Science, Medical Assisting. Jonalyn Chuya.
Sherry Ann Cabanilla.
Maria Jessica Leigh Antonio.
Patricia Beltre.
Victor Ignacio Lacanlale.
Ma Giselle Bonilla.
Erica Joy Gabriel.
Jesha May Agamata.
Rushane Dela Cruz Macalutas.
Courtney Sato.
Kaya Liano Luchet.
Dennis Ramos.
Jessica Epulu.
Monica Malavang.
Edilyn Fernandez.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Occupational Therapy Assistant. Kehaulani E. Batalona.
Frances Estabilo.
Joanne C. Viernes.
Shelby Sim.
Scott Wasmer.
Megan Taylor.
Erin Matsukawa.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Bradley Sturgis.
Tiffany Patricio Huddy.
Rachel Yamashiro.
Brian Park.
Molly McCann.
Trisha Ewan.
Kathy Weingartner.
Marissa Huang.
Justin Hironaka.
Erna Marie A. Alonzo. The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Radiologic Technology. Noel A. Alonzo.
Crystal Ann Calorina.
Dominic Dean Barbadillo.
Yo Jong Song.
Ian Rothwell.
Felix Lay.
Laura M.K. Trong.
Ivan Del Valle Jimenez.
Jacqueline C.T. Hua.
Jennifer Nakayama.
Korie Eko Higa.
Megan Chang. Hunahele Baso.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Respiratory Care.
Brad Bransford.
Brad Bransford.
Christopher Campolo.
Trina Kaneakalau.
Jody Manuel.
Kaili McCaig.
Charmaine Marquez.
Chelsea K.B. Allison.
Tan Dong Vo.
Cody Black.
Moon Kyo Kawanishi.
Melisa Dakanai Sendana.
Leah Virai.
Helen Chen.
Elvia Coolidge.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence, Community Health Worker. Bobby Smith.
Martha Novik Boyd.
Joelle P. Alameda.
Cara Alameda.
Joel S. Kabukana.
Jason De Jesus.
Veronica Pereira.
He'll guide you.
Erlene Lucero.
Grace Elizabeth Dole. Malia Lehua Uilani Lema.
Selena Gawi.
Shauna Koaho.
Keahi Kawilani Mamala.
Roxanne Malama Tupuola.
Nabin Oli.
Anthony Kulios.
Jasmine Nipomuceno.
Katari Sa.
Stella Jacinto.
Evelyn Soas.
Fa'afe Tuioti.
Madeline Angayes.
Josie May Sagisi.
Susan Narahara Kanashiro.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence Phlebotomy. Ashley V. Murayama.
Joshua Murayama.
Julie M. Young.
Marianne Nieva Nieves.
Ashlyn Sakal.
Wasfa Naeem.
Demetria Thomas.
The following candidate is being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence, Pharmacy Technician. Jaslyn Aliviado.
The following candidate is being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence Massage Therapy. Bert Nishimura.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of a Certificate of Competence, School Health Aid. Imelda S. Garcia.
Haralyn Correa.
Sarai Kamakani.
Delphi Thomas.
Kathy Kwaba Bartolome.
Jerry Kawionalei Pang.
Alice Makanes.
Charla J. Furuya.
Monica Rose Cox.
Sherry Ann Tana.
Karen Lanes.
Avis Cardona.
Lorraine Kehaulani Keli'i Vai Ole.
Ashley Tanaka.
The following candidates are being recognized for their completion of an Associate in Science Nursing. April Villamar.
Jocelyn Lakihorn.
Lucille Arguijo.
Angela Crisel Joy Santiago.
Mary Grace Damagan.
Dominic Aurelio.
Carl Moraga.
Tiana Mercado Taligdig.
Eileen Mateo.
Abriana Mika Valenzuela.
Jody Gooding.
Hanani Fatri.
Jonathan Andrew Espiritu Ramos.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to please have a seat. And especially at this time, these two aisles that are on the either end of the stage will need to be clear, because that is where our candidates for degrees will exit. I know they're hungry and they're going to want to stampede out of here. So if you could please keep those aisles clear. Anyway, we would be remiss if we didn't take a moment to provide a sincere thank you to the partners tonight. Hawaii Convention Center, Lois Asado, Senior Sales Manager, Joanna Hall, Sales Coordinator, Christina Kulinanas, Event Manager, and Mia Youth, Catering Manager. Also John Schneck, Customs AV Hawaii, Heath Lopez from Projections Hawaii, David Batchelor from Smart City, and our wonderful KCC IT team who has been recording this event live all afternoon. Also, again, a big mahalo to the wonderful students of our Kapi'olani Synthesizer Ensemble, especially Jubin Garces, Cody Chun, Joseph Zayak, Andy Rivers, Lily Godoy, and all the recipients of the Hoshiko Scholarship. Big mahalo for our band tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, a big mahalo to all of our many volunteers on the planning committee for putting this event together. Class of 2017-2018. You arrived at our commencement ceremonies today as students, and soon you'll leave as graduates. But while we called your name and awarded you a diploma, you're not officially yet graduates. For that transformation to take place, we still have a very important yet simple custom that is part of every commencement ceremony. So if I could call back to the stage our valedictorian, Tina O, to come front and center. Perfect, perfect. Class of 2017-2018, please rise. On the recommendation of the faculty, and with the approval of the University of Hawaii Board of Regents, Kapi'olani Community College is proud to confer upon you the certificates and degrees you have worked so diligently to earn. Valedictorian O, please lead the class in the turning of the tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017-2018 graduates of Kapi'olani Community College. Will our distinguished VIPs, vice presidents, faculty, staff, volunteers, please move forward and line up along the walkway to honor our graduates. Family and friends, please remain seated until the last graduate has left the room. Then you may meet your graduate at the appropriate alphabet letter in the room behind you. Graduates, congratulations on your achievement. We wish you much success in your future endeavors. And thank you for making Kapi'olani Community College your college of choice. And don't forget to make those checks out to UH Foundation. And Valedictorian O, will you lead us out? You're ready? The band looks ready. The graduates are hungry. Professor Craig, are you ready? Hit it. Good night, everybody, and drive home safely.